And thank you, Tim. As I prepare to go through and field some of the questions, fantastic questions from our listeners, I did want to start by asking, what are the ramifications of donors to charity institutions that have been charged or designated as an entity on this list? And what happens after your name has been removed in the case of Irfan Canada? Are there any public statements being made, or is this is the charitable status reinstated? Are there audits associated with that? So those are the two questions, and then I'm going to compile a few questions from our audience as well.
Maybe I can respond to the one around charities. I don't know that I fully understand your question with respect to removal of the name. Your question is that once the charitable status is revoked, what happens as a result of that? Okay. So the first thing, the listing of the entity itself has prospective effect. So that means that the state cannot use it retroactively to criminalize something that happened the day before, the minute before listing, because no one knew that it was a terrorist entity. In fact, it wasn't, because it was only listed as of that moment. As a practical matter, and this was a question that we grappled with Irfan, because people were so scared about the fact that their books, I mean, the next day, the RCMP came to the offices of Irfan Canada, and they took their books and records. Their books and records were in any event transferred from Canada Revenue Agency to the RCMP. So all of those names and donors, that information was and is with the RCMP. Now, we did not hear that there were either, interrogations or interviews or prosecutions that were initiated as a result of finding out that people had donated. But I guess I would raise, and it's not really answering your question, but I don't think that I just don't have the facts to say that there was criminal prosecution. But the implications, I think, could go to areas such as you're seeking security clearance, for example, with the government. You are opening a bank account, things where there are other, I guess, softer ways in which your reliability or security or for permanent residence, your legal right to remain in Canada can be scrutinized. So in those areas, I think it can come up. There was one case that I learned of recently, I wasn't aware of someone's affiliation with Irfan Canada being used as a basis to remove them from Canada. And that so it has come up in an immigration context before. So that's there too.
Thank you so much.